EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Prescott on 4th down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? First down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. but they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action here with Dalton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield here, Dalton.
There's Chris Olave.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Deshaun Wright. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Dalton now to pass. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Andy Dalton. Complete to Olave on the out route. Touchdown! Chris Olave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Lutt's good on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Cowboys take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Dalton sets up play action. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Prescott to throw on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Kamara up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now Dalton. And the catch made by Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. Another chance for Dolphin. He's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Lutz with the extra.
You might as well quit, my boy. Got a good heart, though.
Third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got better luck watching them in the playoffs, for real, for real.
Lutz now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 20.
That's the bet. Send the invite. All right, I'm about to, you got PlayStation, right? All right, that's a bet. I'm about to, screenshot this shit, and then I'm going to send you the invite as a friend request. Go ahead and hit that quit button, though. I'm going to give him a chance to redeem himself. I ain't going to do him like that. We back, man. Took me a minute. I had to find dude. Sent him a request though, so I'm just waiting on him.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. The kicker for the Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Purdy off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's
Thank you.
Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, lucky boy.
They forced the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So Dalton now. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw here, Dalton. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown! Traquan Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Let's good on the
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to
Y'all hear him? Who that?
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
I know you passing. You feel like you got to do something now.
Interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Birdie looking to throw on first down here. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got
That was my fault.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of going on.
Lucky you got that 6 off. Don't push it, my boy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this will wind up the Saints' first down as he gets this up past the 30.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 from the 49er D as they score the touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
They'll try and throw for it. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot, and people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch
Stop fucking with me, dude. I'll let you get by. I ain't fucking around no more.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, and he was happy to do so there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
He really does. I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offense.
Oh, and a bad throw there.
Fucking suck, nigga.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Trash.
And the Saints are going to take action on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. He gets it left side to Johnson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the...
Can't stop me, dude. Stop fucking around. You might as well quit while you can.
Keep the drive alive. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 49ers' 23-yard line.
Give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Dalton. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he
held that bitch a little too long, but he still couldn't stop me, nigga.
The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action now. Dalton. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
For the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Here's Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Purdy to throw it on first down. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively.
Better take your 3 while you can get it right now, bro.
Play action. Now Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to
nice
be
little creation.
Down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Touchdown 49ers! Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the 49ers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Dalton off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final act of the first half, Dalton.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Dalton's throw caught by Olave. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
He could run in the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Wants to try to add the PAT. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Damn, you lucky I couldn't get over, bro. Stop fucking with me.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions earlier?
Sent that nigga diving. Stop fucking with me.
Maybe when Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year, that's the NFL record. How things turned out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the 2nd level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. 2nd level, probably because they moved up to the 1st level, and that hurts them.
offensive penalty. It's Kamara. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 24 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
On first down, it's Purdy.
And the grab by Croft.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
There's Purdy on first and 10.
For Kidder here, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home.
Go ahead and hit that quit button for me, my boy. Nice streaming with you.
Visible frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17, and they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now to kick this one away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Passing, it's Dalton.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. And Dalton to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Purdy.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
49ers 29. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the...
Damn, my boy, how I feel to be losing right now, yo. I just want to know. I would greatly appreciate that. Go ahead to hit the subscribe button, a little like, all that.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing, Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Hey, you gotta go like and subscribe to my shit for that, bro. Did that for you and easy.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Here's Dalton to throw for. And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy.
Oh, they're running for nothing.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. This one caught by Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They go play action here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Throwing here, Purdy.
I know you would have cried if I took that.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cut into that deficit. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Here's Purdy. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right? That's not
what's snap. Time back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
A give to Kamara running right. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Oh, passing it. Dalton. And the catch made by Johnson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
I do this for my fans right here. It's for my subs.
That'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Toward the pylon, caught.
Better stop fucking with me, boy.
Defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build.
Give me a sub, man. Stop playing, yo. What I gotta do to get a sub? I know you like me. I know you like me, nigga. Good game, though. You can feel free to add me and try again anytime you want.
That's good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Whoever this nigga is, he trash. Y'all go play this nigga when y'all feel like it, because he can't beat me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Think he's scary, y'all.